Cold Steel shifts the focus from Liberal and Crossbell to the Empire of Erebonia. In Erebonia lies the small town of Trista, which holds the prestigious Thor's Military Academy, a school attended by many current and former military personnel. A new school year has just begun in which a new and unique class is found, Class 7, led by a young man named Reen. Its purpose? To become the winds of change needed in the Empire. Class 7 travels Erebonia during field studies to experience and learn about the Empire's internal struggles between the noble and reformist factions. During these studies, they faced off against a terrorist group known as the Imperial Liberation Front, led by a mysterious man named C. Their goal was to kill a high-ranking Imperial officer, the Blood and Iron Chancellor Osborne, but their plans were always circumvented by Class 7. After returning from their field studies, Class 7 would use their free time to explore an enigmatic old schoolhouse that contained many trials for them to overcome. After completing all the trials, they find a mysterious knight called Valimar. One night, Class 7 receives news that Gorelia Fortress, a fortress along the border of Erebonia and Crossbell, had vanished in an attack by Crossbell State. In retaliation, Chancellor Osborne makes a speech declaring war on Crossbell. During the speech, he is assassinated by C, who turned out to be Crow, one of Class 7's very own classmates. During the chaos, the Noble Alliance proceeds to occupy Heimdallr, the Imperial capital, and makes their way to Trista shortly after. Reen defends the school using Valimar with the help of his classmates and teachers, but were easily outmatched by Crow and his Azure Knight Ordine, which he found 3 years ago with the help of Vita, the second Anguis of Ouroboros. Reen was forced against his will to leave the fight while the rest of Class 7 distracted Crow. Reen wakes up in the mountains a month later near his hometown Ymir. Using Ymir as a base, he sets out to reunite with his classmates using Valimar and the Spirit Path. At this point, a civil war has broken out with the Noble Alliance having control of most of eastern Erebonia, including Thor's Military Academy, while the Imperial Army attempts to hold the little ground they have left. After the class reunites, they are attacked by the Noble Alliance in Ymir. Reen boards the Noble Alliance's flagship, the Pantagruel, by the invitation of Duke Kayan, as he wants Reen to join him. Reen finds Princess Alphen on the ship and escapes with her with the help of his classmates aboard the Arce-class ship, the Courageous. The Imperial Army begins a counter-offensive, and with the help of Class 7 retakes most of their territory. For their final mission, Class 7 were tasked with rescuing the royal family from the Imperial Villa, but upon arriving were unable to locate Prince Cedric. He was taken to be used to summon the Infernal Palace, which sealed the cursed knight Testarossa. Class 7 stormed the palace and met Crow, Vita, and Duke Kayan, who revealed his goal was to put nobles back in power under his rule using the Testarossa. However, Reen wasn't interested in Kayan's schemes, and is focused on rescuing Prince Cedric and bringing Crow back. A fight ensues, and after defeating Crow and Vita, Kayan forced the resurrection of Testarossa by forcing Prince Cedric into the armor. Class 7 along with Crow successfully stops the knight, but Crow was killed in the process. Duke Kayan gets arrested by the Ironbloods under Chancellor Osborne, who also happened to be alive the whole time. The Civil War ends with Duke Kayan's arrest, and Reen would become known as the hero who ended it. Shortly after, Crossbell was annexed, and Reen helps the war effort under Osborne's command. As the school year comes to an end, Class 7 says their goodbyes to each other and disbands, with each person going their separate ways, with Reen staying at the academy.